there's an active hostility to women, which is promoted, I think, by the holy books of.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's quite shocking to hear Richard Dawkins talk about Islam with no knowledge of it whatsoever. He makes these sweeping statements with nothing to back it up, and he doesn't know the first thing about Islam, but he's making these statements about Islam, talking about how women are treated. Subhanallah. This is absolutely crazy to me, because I would rather be a woman in Islam than be a man in Islam, believe it or not. Astaghfirullah. I say astaghfirullah because obviously khalaqallah, changing the creation of Allah is haram. But bloody hell, listen, women are such high state in Islam. In fact, the vast majority of our hadith actually come from Aisha radiallahu anha, which is the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Women are held at such high esteem, to a point where we don't even want other people to see our women. Why? Because when something is valuable, you want to hide it and you want to protect it, and that's why women wear the hijab, because we see women at such high status. Heaven lies at the feet of the mother is another narration from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Jannah, when for example you have a wife and you have kids, the kids. Heaven lies at the feet of the mother. Not only that, there's the various narrations from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam talking about having daughters. Having 3 daughters, for example, is a means for Jannah. And all these narrations, about protecting women, and women don't have to work if they don't want to work, but they can if they want to. One of the greatest women, Khadija radiallahu anha, was the boss, believe it or not, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a prophet, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to work for Khadija, which was the first wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the wife that he loved the most. This is mental. Some people bring the ayat of the Quran that mention that women only get like half of the inheritance or something like that that men get. But the reason the man gets more inheritance is because the man has to spend it on the woman in the first place, whereas the woman doesn't have to spend it on the man. The woman's inheritance is kept for themselves, and the man has to spend the money on the women to protect him. Richard Dawkins is a jahil as it relates to the religion of Islam. He doesn't have a clue what he's on about, and I hope he actually has a proper conversation with Muslims, because he never has a conversation with learned Muslims. He only goes to the general Muslims, which are ignorant about Islam or not trained in these questions.